cooking channel once again, Cooking with Dorrel. Thank you for stopping by with me. Today I'll be preparing for you, sharing with you an old recipe, but done a new way, a faster way. And it's the Caribbean cornmeal porridge. So in here, I have the cornmeal, 1 cup of cornmeal, 1/2 cup of cream of wheat, 1/2 cup of sugar, some cinnamon and nutmeg, and a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to add the coconut milk. In the past, I'll tell you the old way, my grandmother would boil the water, and then in another container she would have the cornmeal, and she would mix it up with cold water and then add it in there and stir it. My way, I like to do things fast, and if I can make a recipe easy, I'm going to do it. So I add everything together and start there. So this is a 1/4 cup of coconut that I blended with 2 cups of water. And I'm adding we call it the trash. I'm adding everything in together. I'm gonna mix that all up so it's blended well. And I always have some hot water nearby, so I have my hot water there. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on my fire. I'm gonna turn on my fire, and I'm gonna stir until it comes to a boil. When it comes to a boil, then I'll turn it down and let it cook for about 20-25 minutes. So this is my version. I'm gonna add some more water in here to put the rest of the coconut, we call it coconut trash, but this is the residue that's left over. So as I stir, as the liquid gets hot, it will start to thicken, and then I'll show you what happens next. So I'm going to keep stirring until it comes to a boil, and then we'll come back and show you the rest of the process. Hi, I'm back with our cornmeal porridge done the easy way. So in here, remember we have 1 cup of cornmeal, and you can use the fine or the coarse grain, whichever you prefer. I also added 1/2 cup of cream of wheat because I love the texture and I love the feel of it. I added 2 cups of coconut milk that was blended with 1/4 cup of the coconut and 2 cups of water. And I added a little bit more hot water, and it's been cooking for a while, for about 15 minutes. Right now, as it is, it's ready for consumption, but I'm going to add some milk to it because my family likes the milk. So in here, I'm going to add a whole can of evaporated milk, and you'll see the color changing to a nice creamy color. And I'm going to allow it to just cook for a little bit longer. Okay, that's a beautiful color. I will taste it in a little while to see if I need to add some more sweetener, and if I do, I will add some condensed milk, some sweetened condensed milk, and I'll show you the different things that I add to it as I go. So we're going to let it cook for a little while longer, another 5 minutes or so, and we'll be ready. I'll be right back with you again. Welcome back. Welcome back to Dorrel's Kitchen, and we're cooking cornmeal. So I'm going to show you what it's like. That's the consistency. It's all ready. So I'll recap. I'm going to turn the fire off, and I'm going to recap what I did, and then we're going to serve it up. So remember I said in the old time way, they boil the water and then they add the cornmeal mixture in there, and I've cut that process out. I've added in everything all at once. So 1 cup of cornmeal, and I like to add cream of wheat to mine because I love the texture. So 1/2 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of cornmeal, 1/2 cup of cream of wheat, some cinnamons, some nutmeg, little salt, and added 1/4 cup of coconut, fresh coconut that I blended with 2 cups of water. and I added everything. I did not throw away the trash from the coconut because we love the fiber. You know, we never get enough fiber according to studies, so we try to get as much fiber in our diet as possible. So I blended it thoroughly and added it in here. I added a little bit more water, and you decide how thick you want your porridge. And then I added, after it was cooked, I added a can of evaporated milk. Now, if you want it totally vegan, you can add just the brown sugar, and then you can add some creamer, some non-dairy creamer to it. So I'm not going to add the condensed milk because it's sweet enough, because I added a half a cup of brown sugar in the mixture while it was cooking. But I'm going to add some vanilla, about a half a teaspoon vanilla, some rose water, any brand, a little bit of that. And I like the non-alcohol double strength vanilla. This is some almond essence. And it's going to be ready. This is ready. I'm going to serve it up. Now, sometimes I have a granddaughter who loves corn in her porridge. So sometimes I'll open a can of sweet corn and drain it, rinse it, and add it there. Now, if you have a family member, like a sick family member who can't take hard food and you want to give them porridge, I recommend you add some nutriment to it. And they don't have to be sick. You can give it to yourself also, but it gives a nice flavor. So nutriment or some supplement to it. But you would want to make the porridge a little thicker than that. Okay? So I'm going to serve it up. This will take all day, but we're going to get to it. I also recommend for when you're cooking, you use stainless steel instead of aluminum pots. It's just healthier, and the aluminum doesn't get into your system. There's some studies that said aluminum gets on the brain and causes Alzheimer's disease. That's some scientific study was done. So I'm going with that. So I try to use all stainless steel pots in my cooking. Okay. So that's the porridge, and I'll show you in my house. My husband loves to have crackers with his porridge. This is the way he does it. He crushes it and adds it to his porridge. That's the way my husband likes it. Or sometimes he'll use bread and add to it. My version of that is I like to add things in. Like this is some flaxseed, some wheat germ, and I like to add in nutrients into whatever I eat. This is some hemp seeds. This is some pecan nuts, some crushed flax seeds, and this is a mixture of pepitos, pumpkin seeds, another name for it, and sunflower seeds. So I add that in, and I may, if I feel like it, if I want to have some red porridge, I'll add some beet powder to it. This is how I enjoy my porridge. When you eat that, it's very filling. Very filling. It holds you for up to 4 or 5 hours when you eat a bowl like that. So this is how I enjoy my porridge. I like to add in nutrients into whatever I cook, whatever I prepare. So my porridge has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different things added in there. So lots of fiber, lots of protein, lots of nutrients. And if I wanted some color, I'll add some beet powder in there. I also add any of the seeds and grains and nuts that I want. No limit. I add in so I get all my nutrients for the day. And I may cut up a banana and put in there also. But this is my husband's favorite way of having his porridge. Crackers or bread broken up inside of it. And my grandkids are starting to follow him and eat it like that. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And I hope you take some time to try to make life easier and make it the easy way. Just add everything in the pot all at once and stir until it comes to a boil. Then turn the fire down low and let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes. One thing I should remind you that cornmeal porridge, it pops when it's cooking. It just pops up. So I use this as my shield. So I try to protect myself while it's cooking so it doesn't pop up into my face, because you don't want to get burned by porridge. It's a bad burn, especially cornmeal. So thank you once again for coming to my channel, Cooking with Dorrel. Hope you enjoyed this recipe and you'll try it. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends that Dorrel's in town. Thank you so much for once again joining me on my channel, Cooking with Dorrel. Have a good day and enjoy your porridge in this season. This is the season for porridge. In the fall where I am, it's very chilly right now. So enjoy. Thank you.